Some of the best anime characters are the characters that make us laugh. Well, my name is Birthroad, and in today's video we're going to be looking at the top 15 funniest anime characters that of course I have seen. If there's anybody missing, I probably just have not seen the show, to be honest, or maybe I just don't find them that funny. But let's get straight into it. Before we start off at number 15, you guys need to remember this is my opinion, but let's get straight to it. At number 15, we have Yujiro Hanma. Now I know people may be like, oh, he's not really that funny, but like, the stuff he does is so incredibly funny, which is why I do have him at 15. He is going to be at the bottom of the list, but like, the apple fritter shit, I mean, I know the apple fritter thing isn't canon or whatever, but like, so many memes come out of this dude because he just does like the dumbest shit ever. Like when he breaks the glass with his face, like, bro. Like, it's just so funny because it's so stupid, which is why he lands at 15. I mean, he himself isn't really a funny character, he just does a lot of funny things. Next up at 14, though, we have Brook from One Piece. Brook is hilarious. I think a lot of people don't really find him that funny, they get tired of his jokes, but man, the panties joke, it'll never get old for me. I laugh at it every time, man. It's like a joke. I don't know if you guys have ever had this before, but it's like when you tell a joke, it doesn't really hit the first few times, but you tell it so much that it eventually becomes funny. That's like what Brook does, so he's pretty funny to me.
Eyes for ladies like you, or I would be if skeletons had any eyes.
What's not funny is that most of you guys are not subscribed. If you enjoy anime videos, I upload anime videos 3 times a week, so please make sure to check that you're subscribed, and let's continue with the video. Also have my Discord and Twitch in the description if you want to talk to me more about anime and stuff like that. But let's continue to number 13 here, which we have Jean-Pierre Polnareff. Now, I love Polnareff. He is so funny. He has some of the best moments in JoJo's. Now, a lot of his best moments aren't necessarily the funny ones, but him and Abdal pissing down the pipe was funny. Him with the Attaboy, although the Attaboy guy is really weird, it was pretty funny. I mean, Polnareff has a lot of great scenes where he's about to kiss the girl and she dies or whatever. Like, poor guy. I mean, he has a lot of great moments. Polnareff is hilarious and my favorite JoJo's character, but yeah, pretty funny guy. Next up at number 12, we have Kazuma Kuwabara. Now, Kazuma Kuwabara, he is also really funny. He's kind of similar to Polnareff. I think him and the next guy are also pretty similar to Polnareff. Like, all of their best moments aren't necessarily their funny moments. However, he has a lot of them. Like, when they're fighting the woman and, or the dude or something like that, it was like a cross-dresser or whatever, and Yusuke touches him inappropriately, and it's just funny. Like, he has a lot of great moments. He's a super funny guy. Probably the best character in Yu Yu Hakusho, not gonna lie. Kuwabara is awesome, and is super funny throughout the entirety of the show.
Hey, I just went the way I felt. I'm sure they're fine anyway. He was all fired up.
He's the quiet one with the gifted eyes, isn't he? The one who didn't want to play cards with us all?
Oh, sure, if by gifted eyes you mean freakish, why are you all so interested in him? Listen, don't start thinking he's cool or anything. He's scary and he'll bite off your head.
Next up at number 11, we have Vash. I think Vash, this is, yeah, another guy that's very similar. Like I said, he has a lot of great moments that aren't necessarily the funny stuff, but he's also really funny too. He tries to be a goofball. He tries to entertain people. The scene of him talking to Wolfwood for the first time and giving him his name, and it's like super freaking long. I mean, it was just funny. I mean, he has a lot of great moments as well. Super funny character.
I am known as Valentinez Alcalinella Zihak Shushira Boherets. Gambigo Bella, Blue Stradivari, Talentrent Pierre, Andre Chartenhemos, Ivanovinci Baldos George, Deutzel Kaiser III. Don't hesitate to call.
Now we'll get into the top 10 here, which we have Ash Ketchum. Ash is actually really funny, especially in the older series. I don't know if he's quite as funny nowadays, but dude, he used to just bully Misty, and it was honestly pretty funny. But he has so many funny clips from back in the day of just like not caring about what he's saying. Like he's an honest speaker, if that makes sense. Like, he's just going to say whatever's on his mind, and it ends up being pretty funny a lot of the times. I mean, Ash definitely used to be a lot funnier. Like I said, I haven't watched the new one, so I'm not sure. But for sure, back in the day, he was really funny.
My father.
Huh? You mean you're the good-for-nothing father who left home and never came back?
Now we are at number 9, which we have Mamoru Takamura. Dude, this guy is super funny. If you haven't watched Ippo, dude, he is like the highlight of all the jokes. Obviously, Ippo is just an incredibly funny show, as is. But Takamura is normally the mastermind behind all of the jokes. He is absolutely hilarious, and he is the one that pulls out Ippo's hog while they are meeting with a bunch of girls for dinner. So, yeah, man, I don't know. You know, he's a funny guy, a little bit freaked out too, but he's definitely a funny guy. Next up, though, at number 8, we have Black Star. I think Black Star is pretty funny, too. I think you could argue other characters are pretty funny, too, that should be on here, but I feel like Black Star normally brings the funniness out of everybody, so he's the only Soul Eater guy I have on here. You know, I forgot about Excalibur. I see him in the background there. Maybe Excalibur should have made it. He's pretty funny, too. However, Black Star is very funny. He has a lot of great moments, especially with, like, Soul. And no matter when he's on the screen, he normally always does something that's pretty funny. Now we move on to number 7, which we have Joseph Joestar. Joseph Joestar is obviously very funny as well, probably the funniest character in JoJo's. His special technique, running away, very funny. When he showed up dressed as a woman, dude, and clearly did not look like a woman, it was hilarious. I mean, Joseph just has so many great and funny moments, even when he's a little bit older. Now, not part 4 old, but part 3 old, he has funny moments too. Get to the car! Sorry, guys. But yeah, Joseph is very funny as well, and definitely deserving of the spot.
Everyone, get in the car! We're leaving this town now! Ah! What the? Impossible! This isn't the car! No!
Next up, at number 6, before we reach the top 5, we have Yoshitake Shiriashi, I think that's how you say his name, from Golden Kamuy. Now, I haven't seen all this show, and I'm not sure if he's in the show in its entirety, but in all of it that I've watched, he is so freaking funny. Like, when he, like, slithers into the room, butt-ass naked, oiled up for some reason, I don't know, dude. He is just so freaking funny. Every moment with him on screen is absolutely hilarious and so unpredictable. Like, this guy just does the weirdest stuff, and it is so funny. Like, he is by far the funniest character in Golden Kamuy. Next up at number 5, though, we have Reigen Arataka. Now, Reigen is incredibly funny as well. I mean, if you've watched Mob, you know he is. You know, again, this is another guy, though, that a lot of his best moments aren't really the funny moments. However, his funny moments are hilarious. Like when he just throws the salt on the things and stuff. And, like, it's funny from a viewer's perspective because, like, people believe his clear bullshit lies. And it just makes it even funnier. Like, Reigen is definitely a super funny character.
You head on! Self-defense rush! Another one of Reigen's special moves. When it's unclear if it's actually self-defense, he'll yell out self-defense just to be safe.
But now we'll move on to number 4, which we have Pesce from Bleach. Now, I've said this before, and if this is your first time watching me, and you may be wondering where this opinion comes from, but just hear me out. Pesce is the only reason I actually did not drop Bleach. I do think that Uryu and Renji fight that they have in Hueco Mundo is one of the worst fights I've ever seen in the entirety of anime, and Pesce was there to make it better and add comedic relief. Also, the Uryu fight before that took place is also one of the worst fights I've ever seen in anime, but Pesce was there to make it interesting. So, he genuinely saved Bleach for me by how funny he is. He was so funny in those 2 fights that I actually was able to get through it, because if I just had to watch Uryu fight those 2 people that entire time, I would have dropped the show. I hated that fight, absolutely, but Pesce saves it for me because he was so freaking funny, and that's why I think he deserves this high, because his humor actually saves the show for me. So, yeah, I like Pesce a lot. I think he's hilarious, and I really hope he has more moments in Bleach.
Wait a minute! What in the world are you trying to whip out of your loincloth?
But now move on to the big boys. We're in the top 3 here. This is when shit gets serious. At number 3, we have MASH, Burn Dead. This is like a stone cold humor, which is what I love because not many characters really capture this well. I think the only other one that's kind of really similar is maybe Saitama, but I don't think Saitama is nearly as funny as like MASH. But MASH is like that stone cold humor, and it's so funny. Like the best moment I'll never forget is like when he's taking the test or whatever. And I can't remember if they were like, oh, I need to pray to God or something like that. And he's just like, God is dead, man. That shit was so funny, dude. Like, that was like the funniest moment of the show. He has a lot of other funny moments as well. But like, it's just the stone cold humor because he's not saying it as a joke. He's just saying it and it comes across so funny. So that's why I think MASH lands in number 3, dude. He is hilarious.
It doesn't sound like you're concerned!
What is up with the new students this year?
God is dead, ma'am.
What the hell?
I'm gonna stay far away from him.
Now move on to number 2. We have Arthur Boyle. I mean, Arthur, I think, makes me laugh every time he's on screen. He is absolutely hilarious. And his best moment, by far the funniest thing of the entire show, is when he's like, he's getting his ass whooped. And I thought it was time for Arthur to get serious. He's getting his ass beat, and he's like, oh, I've been holding the sword in my left hand. Like, what the fuck, dude? He just his right and dominates the guy. Like, all right, bro. Like, there's no limit to his humor, dude. He's not just funny in his voices. Like, even his actions are funny because, like, what do you mean you were holding your sword in the wrong hand the whole time? Like, he's just so funny, dude. Arthur's genuinely hilarious, and there's only one guy that I personally think is funnier than him, but Arthur's pretty funny.
Wait a sec. I'm definitely right-handed. Why is Excalibur in my left hand?
Huh? How should I know? You can ask whatever you find waiting in the afterlife!
That was my Violet Flash.
And at number 1, I mean, you knew this guy would be on the list if you watch comedy shows. It's just which spot would he be in, and we have Ikichi Onizuka. This dude is absolutely hilarious. I love Onizuka. He has some of the best moments out of any comedy character because he's similar to Arthur, where like his comedy gets involved with like the actual plot, which is why I think Arthur, or the top 3 really, all of the top 3 characters, like they incorporate their humor into the action part of the show, which is why they make it this high, and Onizuka's no exception. He is super hilarious, and honestly, he has a funny joke in every single episode. Now, I get it is a comedy show, so it's a little bit unfair towards the other ones, but, you know, it is what it is. He's just super funny, and I think the funniest anime character. Now, I don't watch many comedies, but I do like when a character can be funny, and Onizuka is the funniest character in my opinion. Since you guys made it to the end of the video, please make sure you leave a like, subscribe, you know, hype the video. Make sure to check out my Discord, YouTube, and all that. Also, let me know in the comments who is the funniest anime character in your opinion, and what's the funniest anime you have seen. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you guys this Sunday where I react to your hot takes. Peace.